Hey, what's up? This is Adam with Aerial Motion Photography, and in this video I'm doing a follow-up to where my Mavic Air 2 was flying, ran out of battery, and fell out of the sky. In this video I just want to address some things that have unraveled over the last few days. So when it ran out of battery and fell from the sky, what I found out was that I thought the drone was perfectly fine. The only thing that didn't work was the battery, and I think that's because when you run a battery down to zero, maybe it doesn't work again, but I wasn't sure. So I sent that battery in and DJI sent me a replacement battery. So I'm very happy about that. But a few days later, when I was flying my Mavic Air 2, only 3 out of the 4 rotors would spin. And it was weird, like earlier that day, everything was perfectly fine. I go to take it off and only 3 spin. Like, I wasn't really sure. I tried to take it off and it would just crash. I screwed on the propellers, took them on, took them off. So that was really weird. And I ended up sending in the Mavic Air 2 to DJI. I do have the DJI Refresh insurance, which I really recommend. And if you want to see a video talking about that, click up here. So I sent it in, but instead of just clicking Refresh Express, and that's where you just say I'm going to pay the $79 as soon as DJI gets it, they're going to send you a new or refurbished one. What I wanted them to do, I wanted them to look into what happened with the drone to see maybe if it would be covered. First thing is, obviously save 79 bucks, but you only get 2 replacements, so I didn't want to waste a replacement if I didn't have to. So DJI did their test, and what they said was that there was a faulty part. They actually didn't really say what was the faulty part. They just said like they figured out what it was and they repaired it. So a few days later they sent this to me back. And what I haven't done before when sending things to DJI, and I think it might be new, on one of their prompts it says, unless you know exactly, not in these words, but if you don't know not in these words, basically what it said is, unless you're certain of what part failed, send in your controller, and in that way that they can fly it easier, I guess. So I've never done that before, but I sent it in this time, and let's see what they sent back. So here it is, straight from the mail, UPS. I got the notification on my phone, so I was really excited. Wanted to come home because I want to fly this thing. I never realized how much I missed this thing until I was gone for a few days. Let's see. Bubble wrap. This looks like the controller. Yep, this is the controller. It looks like my controller. A little dirty, so that's probably my controller because it wasn't perfectly clean. And then here's the drone. Lots of bubble wrap. I always actually keep the bubble wrap because if you've watched my videos in the past, I do ended up crashing a lot, so it's good to have bubble wrap if you want to send your things back. And if you want to kind of get a laugh and see what my crashes have been like over the last few years, click on this video up here and it has my craziest crashes. But also, did you know this? Fun fact of the day. So I used to be really into popping bubble wrap, and what someone told me is you don't want to do that because the air inside there can be like really contaminated because the air comes from the factory that is produced in China. So it's not as happy, as gratifying, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It is bubble wrap, don't pop it, it could make you sick.
Hey Keel, you ruined my life. What can I do for you?
Okay, so yeah, this is my drone, dirty from the beach. Let's see, I sent it in without propellers like they asked for, so they sent it back without propellers, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. Get rid of this stuff. So I found this comment to be really interesting and kind of just got my brain thinking about what caused it to crash. So obviously 0% showed of how much battery was left. The drone gets wonky footage and falls out of the sky, and as it's like halfway down, it stops filming, so I'm guessing that it's because it ran out, like ran all the way out, and that's why it didn't keep on filming. But I got this comment. The comment says, "This does not sound like a battery issue. These are symptoms of a propeller issue. A damaged battery does not cause gimbal vibrations." So that was kind of intriguing. Wanted to read more. A damaged battery will either spit out errors or provide insufficient power and cause a drone to shut down. If the drone shuts down, then the video stops recording immediately and you will see footage of it falling. So mine saw footage of it falling, but it didn't shut off immediately. It shut off halfway down its fall. Reading on, it sounds like a propeller damage and something was unbalanced, basically saying that there's vibrations, and the vibrations from the propeller, that can cause that jello effect. And that's what this person says. And then at some point during your flight, the propeller becomes so damaged that the craft cannot support it, and that will cause it to drop out of the sky. So that kind of had me thinking, because at first I thought it ran out of battery, fell out of the sky, and then the drone was fine after crashing. But then a couple days later, the propeller stopped working. So it kind of made me think maybe it was a combination of the two. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to bring you guys back up to speed if you guys are interested in knowing how it panned out. And in the comments, let me know what you think, if you think it was the battery propeller combination. I usually respond to all comments, so I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. Now that I have the drone unboxed and ready, I'm gonna put it into my new favorite bag, where I already have everything set up, and I'm gonna be making a video about this bag coming up shortly. It's my new favorite, just the way, here's a sneak peek, just the way everything fits in it, the remote, the batteries. So yeah, gonna put it in the bag. And also I just got my anamorphic freewheel lens, so I've been really excited to try this out, and I haven't had my Mavic Air 2 for like a few days, so this has just been sitting around. I feel like I'm like proposing with a ring with this, but I don't know, I'm so excited to see how this thing works. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. That means a lot to me. Consider subscribing down below, and then check those notifications so you'll be notified when I upload videos like these. And as always, my name's Adam. Fly safe, take care, peace.